Hey everybody, it's Chris back with another review for the Blue Collar Beer Gourmet. Today I'm changing my venue slightly. This is where the Blue Collar Beer Gourmet spends his time when he's trying to hustle a buck, right here in Sun City Coin and Bullion Coin Shop. So, today is a Saturday, although this is not going to post on a Saturday, but today is Saturday, and I forgot to wear a blue collar shirt, so I fell in that respect, but well, the cat's away, the mice will play, huh? So, today I'm going to be reviewing the Eel River Cali Pale Ale. I bought this at Lee's Total Wine over here at Boca Park for $2. Normally, this 22-ounce bottle would cost, I believe it was $4.99. Yeah, $4.99 for this 2-ounce bottle. And this does have an ABV of 4.8, so it makes it within range. It's actually slightly low for a pale ale, but I've been noticing that the California pale ales seem to be coming in a little lower on ABV, so maybe that'll be a mark of California pale ales once they get into BJCP certification listings. So, obviously, there's a little bit of a time constraint here because customers could be walking through the door any moment. I am going to be using, instead of my usual pop the top opener, the boss's beer is proof that someone wants me to be happy. I know I've actually talked about how overused this particular phrase is, but hey, it's the boss's, going to use it. It's his store, his time, and my beer. So, unfortunately, yeah, I was afraid of that. We had a little tip over in the car on the way over, and so I'm just going to go ahead and let that... Thank you, honey. Nancy brought the trash cans, so here she is. My beautiful bride. She brought the trash cans, so... and I'm not altogether surprised that we ended up with a little spill like that. Probably going to have to come through in a minute and pour some water on top of that to get rid of the beer smell in the store, but there you have it. Okay, so let's try pouring this. I don't know how well this is going to go because it does have to go through quite a head here. But let's just see. Actually getting some beer out of there, so maybe this could work out okay. Alright, I did actually get some beer out of that. So, set this over here. And as I said, I paid $2 for this. This is normally $4.99. There was no packaged on or brewed on or best by date. So I'm going to assume that this is probably past its prime. But let's give it a shot. We've got looking like, I would say, medium-high carbonation. There's plenty of bubbles coming off of that. And as you can see, the head is not particularly resilient. But I'm getting a big, I'm getting hops and malt. And I'm getting more malt, actually, than hops on the aroma. And that's kind of typical of Cali Pale. Well, it's typical of pale ales, period, but particularly Cali Pale ales. And... sorry, for a split second I thought I was going to have to cut this short. There was a customer coming. But anyway, this is pouring out a very hay color. I'm looking at the camera and I'm believing that the camera is showing you pretty much the color that this is. So, instead of running my mouth any longer, I'm going to start drinking some beer. Cheers. That ain't bad. Actually, I'm going to give this a higher score than... what I saw on Untappd. I don't remember how many people plugged in for or reviewed this on Untappd, but its overall score was a 3.42. I'm probably going to give this a 4.0. This is actually pretty good. It's got sort of a fruity aftertaste. It has a sweet beginning that ends up dry and malty, like you would expect a pale ale to. And I gotta say, this is the first time that I've had anything from Eel River. I'm gonna assume that they're in California, because I think Eel River runs in California. But let's see here. It's got to say somewhere on here where this was brewed. Scotia, California. Okay. This is actually kind of hazy. In the bottle, looking through here, it's just slightly murky, but only slightly. This is very... I'm thinking California Pale Ales, for the most part, are going to be done in the style of English Pale Ales. It seems this is dry hop session ale, very much in keeping with what you see. A 4.8 ABV, as I mentioned before, 38 IBUs, not overly Bitter. It refers to this as a crisp, refreshing body with highly aromatic dry hopping of Simcoe and Citra that leads to floral notes of citrus and tropical fruit. And I would say that that was right on the money. I'm getting fruit, and I'm certainly getting a malty dry finish, which you expect from a pale ale, and very true to form. So I don't know whether this was past its prime or not. If it was, I'm really anxious to drink more of this because I think it's a pretty damn good beer as it is. If this is better, fresher, let's bring it on. So until next time, drink good beer, don't break the bank doing it, and cheers.